Hello, everyone. My name is Elijah Cruz. The subject of the presentation today is Trends and Challenges Faced by 21st Century Managers. I have chosen to focus on managing underperforming employees. Importance. So, what is the importance of being able to manage these underperforming employees? Well, I'm going to tell you that when employees at organizations fail to perform their job functions to full potential, this impacts the manager, its coworkers, and the organization itself. Underperformers can also hurt workplace morale and stifle innovation. It is essential for employees to be productive within the organization to sustain business. Underperformance, poor performance. So I think it's important that we have a common definition of what underperformance looks like within the workplace. So these are just some examples for poor performance. Not performing duties or performing them to the standard required, displaying negative or disruptive behavior within the workplace, and failing to comply with workplace policies, rules, or procedures. These can all be considered poor performance, but they all do not look the same. They're all obviously different and each in its own way, but they all go back to being underperformance. Like you're underperforming if you fall within each of these three categories. So now moving on to the managing portion, being that we got, the foundation of what underperformance looks like. So what does it mean to manage? Managing employee performance means taking the time to help employees maximize their potential. Sometimes this means working with one or more employees to establish better performance standards. By giving them the chance to improve, you can maintain a quality team of professionals who respect and value your company. So while I was doing my research on getting my articles, I came across this nice graph, this picture here, and it basically just shows everything that I plan on looking into more. So it just shows how to manage these underperforming employees. One, you have to recognize that there's a problem. Two, conduct a meeting to establish what causes the underperformance. Three, reiterate job expectations. Four, manage employee expectations. Five, develop an action plan together. Six, ensure regular check ins and follow ups. Seven, recognize progress. Eight, practice performance coaching. Nine, providing feedback. 10, retain through documentation. 11, make a decision if performance doesn't improve. And 12, encourage a healthy work life balance. So I thought this was a great way to just sum up everything that I want to be looking into with this topic. And I'm looking forward to getting more answers on how to actually manage these underperforming employees. So my interest lies heavily within this topic because I have actually witnessed firsthand the extensive damage working with an underperforming employee can bring. I've always been curious about the processes that needed to be carried out in order to solve this issue. And something that really, just lingers in my mind is this something that would actually fall on the employee or is this management? Like, is management or is the employee to blame for the underperformance that is occurring? By researching this topic, I am in hopes of gaining an understanding on the steps it takes to manage these kinds of employees and discover why managers are unable to fire on the first offense. Being that remote work has actually been an option in the 21st century with managers, they're left to deal with these problems caused by this as well. I have found it interesting to take a deeper dive and look how COVID-19 has added to this stressor and negatively impacted management for managing these underperforming employees. Underperformance can affect a business overall, which is why managing this can only be beneficial. So these are all the references that I plan on looking into and using to help strengthen my case with how to manage these underperforming employees. Thank you so much for listening, and I look so forward to sharing the knowledge.